And I will also I don't know what I was gonna say there. Hi everybody, my name is Rosalie and welcome back to my channel, Back to Chubby. I missed my weigh-in on Friday because, as a lot of you know, I was very sick and it just got worse, and I decided I needed to make myself not do anything. So I didn't record a video, I didn't answer emails. I did have to work, but I mean, for the most part, I just tried to stay in bed and make myself sleep. And for like a week before that, I hadn't been getting very much sleep. I'd get a few hours a night because I just kept coughing. And so I had like maybe an hour of uninterrupted sleep, and then I'd wake up. And anyway, so I was finally able to get some sleep. I just slept for hours and hours and hours and started to feel better. My voice isn't back all the way yet, but it seems to be moving that direction, so that's good. I did actually weigh in and I recorded it. I just didn't do the rest of the video. So as you also probably know, last week we tried keto. So I want to talk about both of those things together, and this is probably going to relieve some people and disappoint other people. So I apparently did not make it very clear in the video I talked about doing keto in that this is not something I'm doing permanently, and it's not something I plan to do long term. It's something I plan to do for like 2 or 3 weeks to try and help jumpstart specifically Josh's metabolism, because what I've been doing for me has been working. I feel I've been losing an average of 2 pounds a week, which I feel is a safe, steady, maintainable kind of weight loss. And while I've been watching my macros and trying to get enough protein and not go crazy on the carbs, things like that, overall, I've been sort of approaching this with not forcing myself to stick to a specific thing or completely cut out everything, just because in the past when I found I've done that, then I get kind of cranky. And I'm one of those people who, if someone tells me I can't have or do something, then I want to have or do that, even when it's me. So even when I tell myself you can't have any more carbs, then I start being like, you know what, why can't I? I want carbs. I don't really even care about carbs, but I mean, just telling myself I can't have them makes me want them. I'm just one of those people. So I've been trying to just sort of approach this as doing things in moderation and being balanced and just improving on the way I eat, but not completely altering the way I eat, if that makes sense. Keto works great for some people, and it is one of the things that a lot of people say is good for PCOS. I don't have anything against keto, but I feel really limited on it, and I feel like either I don't have the tools or I can't force myself to use the tools to do it in a healthier way. A lot of the stuff that is easy to do on keto is very processed and very sodium heavy, which you need more sodium on keto than normal, but I just don't feel that it's right for me for the long term. I feel that it's fine for a few weeks to sort of jumpstart my metabolism, but the main reason we're doing this is actually to help jumpstart Josh's metabolism. Like I mentioned in that starting keto video, Josh has been stuck at a plateau for over a month. Hovering right around 306 is his average. The lowest he's gotten is 304. And at the beginning of last week, he started off at 307. And he really wants to get under 300. And no matter how we change the calories, he wasn't losing. He had been walking more and wasn't losing. And so in the past, like looking back at some of our meal plans, I realized the weeks that he had lost more were when we had a higher fat content and higher protein and lower carbs. So I decided maybe we should try keto for a few weeks and see if that would sort of jumpstart him again, break through this plateau for him, and then we could sort of reintroduce just more balanced food. So for Josh this past week, he also weighed in on Friday and he was down to 301.2. So he had lost about 6 pounds, and that was great. That was the first time the scale had moved for him in over a month. Me, on the other hand, my body did not like it. I more than doubled the amount of water I was having in a day to try and sort of offset the sodium, and it didn't seem to be enough. So I mean, I bloated a little, but I don't think that was it. I gained almost 2 pounds, like 1.8 pounds. And yeah, there's other factors like the sodium sensitivity, and I started my period a couple days ago, so there was probably some water weight there. But I don't think that was it. It doesn't feel like that was it. My ankles aren't really swollen. I don't think water weight is it this time. I think that my body just didn't respond well to it. And another way my body didn't respond well was I wasn't able to have a bowel movement for 6 days. Like almost a week I wasn't able to poop. My stomach was killing me, and I felt sort of groggy and out of it, which, as I said, was probably partially already being sick, but a lot of other people reported feeling symptoms like that too when they were on keto, and my body just was not responding well. And I don't think it was water weight. I think it was that I ate the processed crap instead of doing what I should have done. Well, I probably should have just waited to start keto, but I mean, instead of like actually doing healthier fats and more plant-based fats, or, you know, real meat or real food, I got all the processed easy stuff that I could just throw on the stove and cook and be done. And my body didn't like it. So we are gonna do keto this week, but not quite as severe, I guess would be a good way to put it. Last week, when you look at the breakdown for our macros and our calories, about 75% of calories came from fat, 20% came from protein, and 5% came from carbs, which is a pretty good ratio when you're trying to do keto. And I'm going to talk more about what keto is here in a second, because I know it freaked some people right the heck out. But there's actually a reason that the food that we ate was fattening. This week, it's going to be closer to like 65% fat, 20%, or 65% fat, 25% protein, and then the rest from carbs. So it's a little bit less fat, and a little bit more carbs, but the carbs are not processed. They're coming from fruits and vegetables, and I apparently need some dang fiber when we do this. So the meal plan and my shopping list will be up on the blog. I'm just not doing a meal prep this week because I decided to talk about this more. So Josh responded well to keto. I did not respond well to keto. We're trying a more moderate version this week. So what the heck is keto? If you're not really familiar with macros, I know I said I was going to make that video like a month ago and then just everything sort of hit the fan, but I will talk more about macros in another video. So before I start talking about keto, I want to address a couple points real quick. First off, I'm not a dietitian. I'm new to keto. I have read up on it, but I'm by no means an expert. This is by no means thorough or in-depth or the end-all be-all instructional guide to keto. This is just sort of touching on the surface points so you can know exactly what I'm trying to do. Keto, or doing keto, is basically following a ketogenic diet, which is a diet that's designed to put your body into ketosis. Most of the time, your body burns carbohydrates. That's its very first go-to fuel source. So breads, sugars from fruit, things like that. Your body takes the carbs and that's the first thing it burns to get energy. Excess carbs that you have and you aren't able to burn off are stored on your body as fat. There are different things that influence that. For example, if you are insulin resistant, your body doesn't burn the carbs very well, and so just start storing them as fat. Especially in America, we eat a lot of carbs, and we don't tend to move as a populace enough to burn off those carbs, so the excess is stored as fat. So then you've got this fat on your body. And having some fat is fine. The purpose of fat is that it's stored energy to use later. Well, we never really have a chance to use that stored energy. We always have an abundance, pretty much, when you're overweight. Not everybody. So, the whole purpose of ketosis is to stop giving your body carbs to run on, so that it has to start learning how to use fat as an energy source. That means that once it starts burning through the fat that you've eaten, it'll hopefully start burning the fat on your body as well. And for some people it works great. And for some people, like Josh, they have a lot of success right away. Some people, it works really quickly and a lot of weight is dropped, and then if they stop doing keto, then they gain the weight back. Everybody's different, but the idea is that if you only feed yourself, well, not only, if you primarily feed yourself with fat, your body has no choice but to figure out how to burn that fat for fuel. And then it starts realizing you have all this extra fat on you that it can also burn for fuel. And a lot of people, after they get over the keto flu, where you feel sort of crappy for a few days or maybe a few weeks, they start having more energy, they start being able to think more clearly. That's great if it works. And for a lot of people it does. But for me, my body just didn't respond very well. There are also some diets out there, like the Dukan diet. I'm sure a lot of people have tried. I know from the comments some people have tried, that are designed to sort of reset you. Like you basically go into ketosis for a while, for a few days, up to a week, up to 10 days I think was what I was supposed to do. And then you start slowly introducing more carbs and more fiber via vegetables, and then eventually some fruit, and eventually you're basically doing a paleo diet, but the idea is basically what I'm trying to do here with Josh is just reset your metabolism, throw you into ketosis, have your body start realizing it can burn the fat, and then slowly introduce healthier things. Or not healthier things, other things. Last week when we had food and there was a lot of like bacon and sausage and just stuff that was full of fat, that's the point, is to eat as much fat as you can while still keeping yourself in a calorie range. Only eating moderate protein, because protein, if it's not used, can also get stored on your body as fat. So I know it freaks some people out, it grows some people out, but that's the point of keto, is to have a good amount of fat, moderate protein, and very little carbs. But again, I don't plan on doing it permanently. It's just sort of a reset right now. I hope this helped answer some questions and helped unfreak some people out. And for those of you who do keto and love it, I say go for it. I am all for whatever works for anybody. If you're vegan, great. If you are doing keto, great. If you have no idea what you're doing but you're trying, great. Last time in the comments it was actually split pretty evenly. There was sort of half and half. A lot of people were really glad I was trying keto. A few people had no idea what I was talking about, and that's mostly who this video is for. If I messed something up or if I got something wrong and you do keto and you know what you're talking about, because I don't necessarily, then feel free to leave me a comment down below and let me know, because I'm always up for learning new things, and that would help other people out who do want to try it and would have more success with it. So, okay, I think that about covers it for this video, which might end up being a little bit long, so hope you guys are okay with that. I will be weighing in again on Friday, and hopefully I'll be able to at least drop the almost 2 pounds I gained last week. This week though, I'm trying to do it better and trying to do less processed stuff, so more stuff that I have to cook myself, which I'm fine with, but I will put the meal plan and the shopping list up on my blog, which is backtochubby.wordpress.com. You guys can follow me on social media, which I've been sort of ghosting from recently just because I felt like crap, but I'm on pretty much all of them: the Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, the Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, etc. With the username backtochubby, all one word, on all of them. So I hope to see you guys on there. I'll try and do better about posting, and now that I'm feeling better and hopefully this trend continues, I will do better about that. I'll see you guys on Friday when I weigh in, and I hope wherever you guys are, you're warm and happy and healthy and just trying your best. I'll see you on Friday.